Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With Kirk Though.
Welcome to the show. Let's get this party started.
I'm out.
Hopefully, y'all had a great day today.
I'm out.
It wouldn't be allegedly because he was charged.
Welcome to Speak. I'm out. Welcome to Speak. I'm out.
Why, those must be some good wings.
I'm Who You With Kirk Dog.
Welcome to Speak on the Kirk Dog. I'm Kirk Dog. Yes, we are live tonight. I know it's been a while due to our schedules. We've been tied up, wrapped up, tired, but we took the time out to come live with y'all tonight. It's a lot of stuff we're going to try to catch up on tonight in the time that we have. If y'all can see Miss Risky face right now, and when I said we'll try to catch up, she looked at me like, you crazy. Hey, don't call me that on the air now. But we are live. You can live chat with us in the chat room. Man, this have been a crazy road. But like I said, we are live, and my home girl, my little sister, Miss Risky, is in the house. What's going on, Miss Risky? How you doing today?
I'm as well as could be expected, still recovering from partying like a rock star.
I seen the videos.
That's fun though.
Yeah, I'm sure you had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to talk about it?
No, it's just we went to went to a friend's birthday party. It was a surprise party, and I guess the main attraction at this bar was a Prince tribute band. I'm trying to show a picture, but I don't know where is he. Yeah, that's me and Prince. Like I said, it's a tribute band.
I watched some of the video as she posted them. I was
Uh-huh.
just too tired, and I was like, you know what? I fell asleep on them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for the most part. And that's my little
Okay.
sweater dress.
All right. I see ya. I
You know,
see ya.
trying to be cute and warm at the same time.
I feel you on that.
But it was fun. I mean, like I stayed out way past my bedtime. I took an Uber, so I was responsible
Okay.
because I knew I didn't want to drive all that way because it was like 30-minute drive to the location from my home. And you know me and driving at night, long distances. If I'm not familiar with it, I ain't driving it. So I was like, well, I'll take an Uber. Got there at 7, didn't leave until 1:30
Oh
a.m.
God.
I
Oh
know my
God.
voice. I sounded like I was Tyrone from Cell Block C,
Hey, I'm tired of what
and
y'all
my throat
doing.
is still kind of.
Did you stop and get you something to eat on the way home?
It was an Uber. No,
Oh, yeah, they charge a lot if you make stops there.
listen, that's their charge. I was like 5, 10, carry the one. Where's my chart? I was like, okay.
Hey,
So I mean, but like I said, I drank, I partied hardy, had a lot of shots. It's better than I think how much are those tickets? $15,000, $10,000 tickets for driving drunk. I don't remember. It was
I don't
something
know,
ridiculous.
but know who we probably should ask about the DWI?
Yeah, she told me, but I forgot.
No,
I ain't
no,
gonna ask her
no,
anymore because then she'd be
no,
like, "Why you want to know?"
no. Who we probably should ask because it came out yesterday. I know. What's his name? Uh, Austin Shepard, who's finna spend 90 days in jail. The one that attacked the young lady in Deep Ellum.
Oh, but didn't they drop that?
No, that's why that's why they made a deal. He get to spend 4 days after pulling a gun and beating a sister. And they said that was the best option, gave him 4 days in jail because he gonna spend 90 days in jail on a separate DWI charge.
Mm.
That's interesting. What's going on, Radio Chaos? My brother from another mother out of Canada. What's going on, Radio? Yeah, so that's interesting how you could beat a young lady, and that his attorney, his attorney. My wife was like, "Who is that woman?" Talking about they only charged him with all the other charges to please certain folks. I'm like, okay,
That's how they do us, though. It's okay.
yeah, that's how they do
Okay.
us. That's what they think
We
about
usually,
us.
that's why we need to just snap and pop on some of these people. Snap, crackle, and pop.
Hey, you gotta
Like,
do it while you
I'm gonna
can.
go down, or I'm not gonna have any charge. You gonna have some serious damage. I'm sorry. You're gonna lose at least an eyeball.
Exactly. Um, but it kind of make you wonder, what if there was a brother he approached?
He'd be under the jail. He wouldn't have even made it to jail. You know that.
Well, with him having a gun, I
They would have
really,
shot him because
I
he was a dangerous felon, and in their mind, oh, he's dangerous. Because
exactly.
this already makes us dangerous.
Hey,
You go 0.5 decibels over your normal tone. Oh, you're hostile.
it's so easy to say.
Okay. You keep thinking. But I Googled DWI tickets. It's up to $2,000, but I could have sworn it was more than that in Texas.
That's
But
just the
maybe it just
ticket.
depends on the severity and what happens.
That's probably just the ticket, not including all the fees that's
Oh,
coming
third
along.
offense is up to $10,000 fine. So it depends on the offenses because there are a list of offenses. $2,000 for the first, second, 4,000, third offense is 10. Of course, there's some other things that go along with it, jail time.
Yeah,
So I'm sure the monetary value goes up more, like if your jail time is decreased,
exactly.
because you pay one way or the other.
Yeah, you can. It's gonna cost you a pretty penny, and
So it's like, hey, no jail time, but you got to pay $10,000.
well, it depends on who it is, also,
Yeah.
because I know personally this happened several years ago to one of my friends. Um, his son was killed by a drunk driver, and happened here in Dallas. And the sad part about it, when they pulled the suspect out the car, he was underage, drunk, had cocaine in his lap, no jail time, and killed someone. Then on top of that, hell, we could look at who was the guy in Fort Worth that killed all those folks, the underage kid. We've talked about him on the show several times. Um, golly, I can't remember that guy name. What's your homeboy name?
Who?
The kid out of Fort Worth that killed all those folks, then ran to Mexico with his mama.
That Rittenhouse fella?
No, that's not Rittenhouse.
Couch?
What was it?
Ethan Couch or something Couch. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
All these
Couch.
other names, I don't know.
Yeah, Couch.
Like, that was so, like, forever ago. I think they're still in jail.
No, Couch is out. I
No, I'm
haven't
just
heard.
saying. He probably back in jail. Like, he gets out, he goes back in.
Maybe he got a date in jail. I don't know. But anyway, hold on. I don't know if I should take this call or not, because let me see. If they call back, then I know if I need to take it or not. But it's definitely a lot goes on with DWI. So how was your Thanksgiving? We didn't even talk about that. I know we talked about doing a show, but
Yeah. I mean, it was fine, I guess. I mean, I don't remember. It was so long ago. We ate, hung out with the fam, and that's it. Watched some TV, busted out my Christmas album, my Motown Christmas.
I got in the car last night and I heard um their what's it? No, the Temptation, Silent Night.
Yeah,
Then
funny story about that.
the DJ said that's when you know it's Christmas time when you hear Temptation, Silent Night. I'm like, yep, but it's
Yep.
hot. But it's hot as hell here in Texas.
No, it feels great. This is perfect. I love 50s, 60s. 50 and 60 degree weather is
It's great.
perfect fall weather. I mean, we're in winter, but this is perfect. Like if we could only have two seasons, spring and fall, that would be ideal. Like a little chilly but not cold, a little warm but not hot. I like I like that.
Yeah, it's always great. But um when you're um outside all the time,
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's it's a little bit different. So
that is true.
uh
But going back to your Temptations, so I downloaded on my Apple iTunes the Motown Christmas. So I'm
uh
all excited. I'm ready to get to the Temptation Silent Night, and I'm waiting for it. I'm like, that's just regular. Got a regular version, Temptations, and I had to download a separate. It's like the bonus Christmas to get to our
the real.
traditional Silent Night. I need to know the twas the night before Christmas, and in my mind, I need to get. I need all our friends to be free.
Welcome to the show, Marcellus Smith
Hey, Marcellus.
Louisiana. Out of Louisiana, what's going on? Marcellus can sing Silent Night for you.
That's what they all say.
Well, hey,
What
you
all the
never
boys
know.
say.
Well, Marcellus play instrument. He sing. Uh, I'm sure he could hit a good
Listen, I
note
played the
for you.
violin and tried to learn a guitar, so
He said I can sing for real. Uh,
I can sing in my
I
shower.
I played the violin too. Let me see.
I miss the violin. I was thinking about buying another violin because I miss it. Like, I need to pick it back up. I know I sound awful now, but I was actually decent. I was decent second chair.
Yeah, I have a picture somewhere of me and a young lady. We played in the violin. Played the violin. What school was that? Was it Elijah and Peace? I think it was Elijah and Peace. In Oak Cliff, that's my hood. Um, but I played. I played. I wish I would have stuck with it because now it's popular.
But see here, and I think about that all the time. Like if I stuck with it, but I would probably be with an orchestra. I can't do freelance. I'm a notes on a page person. I can't like driving. I still have my GPS on when I'm driving, even though I know the route. It's just a comfort level. I can't
No,
just go free nilly willy off roading. You know what I mean? Like, and I admire the people who can just freestyle music and create their own sound. You know, I'm
matter,
not that person.
matter of fact,
I can imitate. That's my
shout
limitation.
shout out to my boy Sean Martin, who actually did the theme song for the show, and also the shorter version that we do. Uh, Chris Storm and Norman did that one for us. So shout out to both of them for looking out for you, boy. Um, man, so what else is on your mind? I know last time we
Listen, oh my gosh, so much. I
let's
mean, I
talk
did
about
have a rant when we were supposed to go on, but it's so dated and I can't find my rant. So we're going to pass that. But we just had open enrollment. Yes, I know it's late for benefits in my job. but they wrote it out this late for a reason because we are no longer self-insured company. So they were some people who didn't have our benefit plan decided, you know what, let them pick like the marketplace, like the Obama plan. Like let them choose the bronze and silver packages. Let them choose. Most of us are going to be paying 2 or 3 or 4 times more in insurance for medical now. Like even on bronze, just the regular bronze plan, which is a high deductible plan, I'm going to be paying $100 a paycheck to get the one that I need and I'm used to. That would have been like $250. I didn't even finish the form. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to stop at 110 and think about it. How much do I need insurance?
You need it.
Yeah, I do. And then I went on the Obama, like the website, what was it, the Obama plan or the health.gov thing or whatever it is. It would have been like way more. I was like, they just gouge people, like the common folk. Like there are no raises, everything's inflated, gas, childcare, food, alcohol. Cause like if I can't, at least I can get alcohol because then I won't wonder if I'm hungry because then I just go to bed and I'll just wake up and have cereal, and it'll balance out, but that's not healthy living. We need a healthy work-life balance. And that's not what
Exactly.
America is doing for us. It's horrible.
That's why people talk about taking the wages up. It's not about just people trying to make more money. It's the fact that everything is going up except the wages, which is ridiculous. We are the richest country, one of the richest countries in the
That's
world.
who. They said that. They also say they were like the greatest nation in the world, but it's all advertisement.
Depends on who you asking. Because
Like,
it ain't been great for everybody.
exactly.
So,
Just say.
and I know for sure, as for insurance, I was taking a look at my benefits today and I'm like, oh Lord. Um, so I said I need to put this to the side, come back. And so I'm gonna look at it again on Sunday and
Yeah,
see
that's
if
what I'm
no
gonna do.
no
Weekend, I'm gonna review it and just go with what I did. I'm just like, you know what? Get a health savings account plan, which I hate because I like the flex plan because you get your money up front. And between the adjustments that I get, it takes a lot to keep this girl upright. So I was like, I need a second job. And all this online stuff talking about selling feet pics and stuff. Guess what I did? Sister Girl's got several accounts to sell her feet. And I sold my first pair of socks today. I was like, I didn't plan on selling socks because, I was just, trying to sell pictures. And I was like, socks? You want my socks?
Hey,
Okay. I could buy more socks and carry the one. Yeah, I could make a profit. So I updated my profile to include more socks and, wearing them with different things. Apparently, if you wear boots, that's real popular because they want the essence of Stranger. If you know,
so
you know. So yeah, so I'm gonna pursue this page and see what I can do, and I have some other pages as well. But my Instagram for some reason was shut down for inappropriate stuff. But I was like, I go to my page and people got cooters and feet on there. I just show feet. So I think somebody was hating on me because I was getting attention and I wasn't showing other body parts. So
well, you
hating on the sisters.
always gonna have haters no matter what. If you want to support Miss Risky and her feet, that's her
You
that's her
got some
profile
pictures,
right
I'm
there.
starting to take some good pictures and took did some at work for this dude. I was like, yeah, I do a video at work. I'm all got my socks on the nasty carpet at work. So he may or may not get Ebola. I don't know.
Might say it don't even matter.
Don't matter. Out of my hands.
So definitely go support it. www.feetlovers.only.com/profile/risky. RSKEE. Go support her. I'm gonna come back to your comment, radio. I'm gonna come back to it. Marcella said, I'm about to start an OnlyFans too. I told Miss Risky yesterday, I said, maybe I need to sell pictures of my feet.
Listen, one of my coworkers, she makes money selling feet pictures, and not just feet, but her feet pictures. And she showed me a picture of some woman, and she had the gout. I mean, I don't know what gout is, but those feet look horrible, and she's making a killing. So, like, there's something for everybody. Oh, on this site that I'm on, people, there's women have like these feet routines, and one of the products you can buy is like a foot pill. And basically, like, think of like glue on your hand when you put glue on your hand as a child and you peeled it off. That's what it does to your feet. It peels off the calluses, all the hard parts. You could do it a couple of times in the same like week or month. But people are packaging that and selling their foot crumbs, like the peels of their feet. I was like, I got another foot mask. I'm going to sell some foot bits.
Hey.
I said, listen, I'm going to make some extra money because I'm trying to do a legit, like, remote jobs, customer service. But man, those are hard to get. Like, when you're at my level, it's hard to get and be taken serious. I just need a second job. Weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, 10 hours. I just need an extra couple of $100. That's it. Just a couple of extra $100. A couple a pill for what?
I'm like, wait a minute. I seen that.
I was like, I saw it from my periphery, but I kind of
like, what type of pill are you looking for, Marcellus?
Are you having a coronary? You need your nitroglycerins. Talking about feet. You like feet? Go to my site. Hook a sister up.
Let's see. Yeah, go on over there and support her. Oh, the feet peel. No, it's a peel.
Peel. P-E-E-L. Not pill.
Yeah, it's like a mask that goes on your feet, and then you peel it off once it dry, and they get all the rough skin.
Well, it's not even that you peel it off when you dries, because that's the paraffin wax. No, this one, it takes it's a week-long process.
Yeah, and
it gets in your feet, and then you're like, oh, nothing's happening. And then just out of the blue, like, you can't do it in summer when you're wearing sandals. You have to do it when you're wearing boots or shoes, for that session, because you don't know when your feet are going to start looking like you've been in the cotton fields all day. And then you just look and you're like, oh my gosh, my feet are not the natural color. Then you start peeling it because, that's what we do. We start peeling things, and it's intriguing and disgusting at the same time.
Radio says some teacher
just in one session.
Radio says some teacher just got fired for filming OnlyFans video on the school grounds after hours. It may be the same one I'm thinking of, but it was a husband and wife team. They was filming.
Can I show you a foot pill? It's gross, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like. All right, I'm not gonna show you the really gnarly. Oh, stop playing the video. Hold on.
Oh,
Lord. All right, went to the commercial. I was thinking it was just gonna show just the steel. Hold on, give me 4 seconds. Well, I think it's 4 seconds.
But Radio, I haven't forgot about your other comment. We are gonna go back to it in a minute.
I'm just gonna roll it. That is a foot pill.
Oh, wow.
And it's fascinating because you can't stop peeling it. I guess, I don't know if you're supposed to just let it naturally do, but people peel it. But they're selling the little crumbles online, and you can make some money doing that. But I mean, like I said, it's gross looking, but somewhat satisfying to do it. And it'll freak you out if that's not what you think is going to happen to your foot. Because it happened to me, and I was like, oh, do I have like diabetes? And I was like, oh no, that's the foot pill. Yeah, so
And
I
they
just
stay
sat
on there
there.
for days too. Because
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a week-long process. Because the first few days, nothing happens. Third day, you look like your feet needs a little more moisturizing. That fourth and fifth day, sometimes going into the second week, it looks like that, and it freaks you the f out.
now
But
also
you can't stop messing with it. It's awesome.
you
I
also
think I'm gonna do mine this weekend.
you also have to be careful what brand you use, because I've used one, but I got mine off of what's that old cheap website? And I should have known better. Uh
Ew,
Not
somebody did
eBay.
something on their face. It was a chemical peel. Ew. People, leave your faces alone.
Uh she might just be peeling.
No, she
um,
used a chemical peel. That's what I'm looking at.
oh wow. But Marcella's talking about a lot of laugh. I rode the short bus to school. So
Well, I mean, it sounds the same. Peel.
hey, peel it off. It doesn't matter. Um Radio made a comment um earlier, and I said I'm gonna go back to his comment. I we tried to come on that week. It was just rough. Um he said, sorry you have to put up with Abbott for another 4 years. I'm I'm like this. We talk about voting all the time on this show. People have to show up at every election.
Well, it's not
Time,
everybody. It's the right people need to show up, because it was the others, the other females that ruined it for us. Like, we had a plan, but apparently we need to start and inviting them to the cookout. Apparently,
yeah, and it's sad that people won't show up and vote. Here in Texas, no way Greg Abbott should have been back for another 4 years. I've seen plenty of signs, uh, mothers for Bethel, um, all of this, and I'm like, well, what did y'all do when you got to the poll?
they voted with their husbands. They're like, he's going to know, because he'll sense it, and I won't get my allowance.
I'm like, look, it's pitiful, and not only
That's
that,
why we have
because
no control over our ovaries.
exactly, y'all don't, because you allow people like Greg Abbott, Dan Patrick, uh, all of them to make the decision for you. That right there alone should have been enough reason to get out and vote.
But
Uh,
it's funny though, in like none of these laws and regulations ever really apply to us, with us in mind. So it's just like, but when they need help, that's when they rally all the troops.
yeah,
Like there's a war, during slavery. Black man wasn't, we was animals. And they're like, you know what? We need to beat the British and all the people. So we're going to have you enlist and fight our war. Okay. You know, women's suffrage, it's like, oh, we need to rally all the troops because all the women, we need rights. Black ones too. Let's bring them in because they're women. Like, it's only when they need the numbers that we are included. And it's like we keep, like, none of this is for us, and it never has. We're just for the numbers. And this time the numbers, we were outnumbered by the others who decided to vote another way, even though it was like for the betterment of their health.
Exactly.
Ugh.
And when you don't get out and vote, you end up having issues like people like Greg Abbott um, here in Texas. Then you have people like Trump. Then you have people like Kanye that want to throw his hat in the ring.
Well, listen, Kanye. Let's not bring up Kanye because that's a whole different animal.
Yeah,
That's
but
a whole different. Like he's got mental illness and he needs some real friends in his life, and he ain't been right since his mama died. Like I wouldn't even bring him up because he's not even a factor. He's not even a
well,
blip.
then you have the clown that trying to decide if you want to be a werewolf or a vampire, and it's no way in hell he should be doing a runoff race today. And I've been looking at the numbers. This race is extremely close. Right now, Senator Warnock have 50.2%. Herschel have 49.8%. And it's no way this should be that close. Absolutely no way, because people forget it take every election. Yeah, you may have to change your schedule to go out and vote, but it's well worth it because you letting your voice be heard, you making a decision who's going to lead you. Because once they get in office, you're going to have to deal with them to the next election when they term is up. And Herschel, I don't know how in the hell he got that close. So it's crazy.
I mean, but the orange one made it so we like.
Well,
I think you know what I mean, and I've said this before. Like this is everything changed with reality television. Like in the past, we wanted the underdog to win, and then finally something changed. Like you saw it in American Idol, you saw it with all these shows, and you wanted the villain to win. You wanted to see, well, what would happen if, because we're desensitized by normalcy and we want to shake things up, but then we get mad when we vote for somebody with no experience and wonder why we got freaking viruses running rampant that have us shut down nations. And
exactly.
it's just like, and we still do it again because we're like, you know what, let's see what happened this time. Like everything's a gamble.
It's crazy. Radios. You see, I cannot read radio comments until I'm ready to read them. Because if not, I start laughing like I started when I read it. If Walker wins tonight and goes to the Senate, then Ted Cruz must be the starting running back for the Atlanta Falcons. You never know; he might suit up. When I tell you this race is close, it's at one point I seen Herschel lead. Uh, for this race. Right now, 79% is reporting, and it's 50.1 Senator Warnock and 49.9 for Herschel Walker. It's no way that race should be that close. None, absolutely no way. That don't even don't even make sense. Now, I'm sorry. That Georgia, what did y'all do? There's no way that um the governor race should have went the way it did. I'm sorry. Y'all just didn't get out and vote. And if you don't get out and vote and let your voice be heard, um, you just sorry. Lazy. Don't complain about nothing because blame yourself. Blame yourself because you're the reason why these people are getting in office because you're not allowing your voice to be heard. Um, but hey, I know what you said earlier. We weren't gonna go down that road, but
I
gotta
mean, listen, that's fine, but because that's what's happening, and it's just like it's crazy because you think like you have allies, and then like basically what happened at the polls was we had a bunch of backstabbers. There's a bunch of backstabbers. Like they talked a good game. We need to protect women's right. We need to protect this and that. And then they go in there, psych. I was lying. You know what I mean? And it's anonymous, so you don't know. And then they get in the homes and I don't know what happened.
They just want to
Then you
go.
see the polls, oh, mostly white women.
They just wanted to get invited to the cookout so they could learn how to cook.
And comb their kids' hair.
It makes sense to me. People ain't going out to vote, but complain about how things are. That's what people do. A lot of these people that complain probably not even registered to vote.
Probably.
And I know people
'Cause they're like,
personally.
it ain't gonna matter.
Exactly. That's the first thing they say. My vote don't count. Well, your vote don't count if you don't get out and vote. If you don't start by getting registered first, your vote won't count. You need to get registered first and then go out and vote. Right now it's tied 50-50. 50% on both of them. That don't make no sense at all. None whatsoever. But since we talked about the dude that beat the sister in Deep Ellum, there's another reason why we need to vote. Because Aaron Dean, the former police officer that killed Atante I screwed that name all up, Atante Jefferson, after he did not identify himself, is on trial in Fort Worth. Now,
What was his name?
Aaron Dean. Now the problem is with this, he have all white jury. So you mean to tell me you couldn't find out one black person to sit on the jury? And I said before the trial, I said, you know what? He's gonna get off. Before they even set the jury, I said he's gonna get off. He's gonna get off.
Yes, they say literally it's a jury of your peers, and his peers are Caucasian.
He's gonna get off. And there was question about him even becoming a police officer. They
There's
showed
always
clips
question
of his
about a lot of
interview.
people being police officers. It's like,
Yeah, that's just sad. Unfortunately, I feel like he's gonna get off. If he don't, I would be surprised. But with all white jury, I don't know. So hopefully they get justice for her family. And then on top of that, I seen where her nephew was on the stand yesterday, and that attorney kept asking him question. You question a child that was 8 years old. Well, didn't you say she raised the gun? He's like, no, I don't remember that. And he kept on. I'm like, why in the hell is he treating this child like he a grown man? Which is crazy. So that's why we need a vote, because we need laws to put people like that behind jail, behind the bars. We need to put them in jail. So, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. So we got those stories out the way. Are you ready for Christmas?
I mean, yes. I mean, listen, by November, I'm done. But then, like, my sister, she threw a wrench in my plan, and I was like, wait, you're done? Oh, well. So her Christmas gift is now her birthday gift. And so we had to make some rearrangements, arrangements. And then I had to get some last minute gifts for people I wasn't planning on buying gifts for. But I'm ready. I'm done. Gonna get sweet potato pie for my niece because she was missing it for Thanksgiving. And I was too, but I was like, no, keep it simple. And then she's like, nobody did, you didn't make a sweet potato pie. Nobody made a sweet potato pie. Baby, if I can't find a sweet potato, I will make one. I will do that.
Um, see, that's why I told you I cannot read his,
Ban radio.
I cannot read his comments.
No.
Um,
But, okay, to be fair, stovetop is actually quite tasty, though.
it's
If you
nothing
cook
wrong
it
with
right.
stovetop.
If you cook it right, it is really tasty. And I did go to a Thanksgiving whose parents made dressing with stovetop. And I was like, because I knew the taste. And they just threw some extra something in it. And I think it was like extra garlic and something. But I was like, stovetop?
See, what
Because
had
you know it.
happened was,
The texture, and it didn't, like, there were some crunchy bits, like they didn't cook it well enough. I don't know, like they stuffed it after the fact. Okay.
see, what had happened was
I mean, I wasn't hating it. Like I said, it was good still. It was edible. I'm
they
alive.
they
That's all that
said they
matters.
was gonna vote to get Greg Abbott out, and they went over somebody's house, said instead of using cornbread, we could do stovetop stuffing and put all the same stuff in it. So that's what had happened. It's nothing wrong with stovetop stuffing. Um, but for me and my household, we eating dressing.
Right. I mean, for holidays, it's dressing.
Hmm.
And I need to figure out how to make it like my grandmother made it. Because I did it, I was able to replicate it one time. Because in her mind, like, there's no measuring. Just put sage in it. And if you put too much sage in it, it's
It'll
bitter.
be green. You don't want to put too
It'll be
much in it.
bitter. And she's like, no, you just keep doing it. And I'm like,
Well,
okay.
back in the old days, they used to say you put a pinch of this and a pinch of
No, it
that.
wasn't a pinch. She put like
And
a half of that thing in there.
because I know my mom, she be in the kitchen cooking. I'm in there trying to learn, growing up and stuff. And she like, oh, you just put some of this, put some of that in there. Never told you how much to put, but
Of
the
course not.
final product was great. So yeah.
I mean, I figured out one thing because I was like, oh, it's because I was using water for like the gravy and all that stuff. And I was like, it doesn't taste right. And I was like, oh no, she uses the broth,
Yeah, chicken broth.
chicken broth. And I was like, that
And
makes
back
sense.
in the old days, they did not go out and buy chicken broth.
Yeah.
They
They took
made
the
their
broth.
own.
That's
They
how you got your giblet gravy.
exactly. And I'm like, shoot,
Yeah. I mean, it was trial and error.
making my mouth water thinking about some good dressing. Um, so by the way, Marcella said he have your gift.
My Cash App is $risky books.
I got you covered.
Oh, and I need to figure out when to give you. I think I'm gonna go by the store and drop y'all's gifts over to your wife
Okay.
when I'm
And,
buying extra socks to sell on the web.
and I need to send your gift by her. And I
Because I
don't
was
know.
like, well, I could probably, I don't know, because I'm gonna be on that side. Because I was looking at the calendar, I was like, Christmas is on a Saturday.
No,
No, I mean Sunday. So
it's on a
I'll be on
Sunday.
the south side on Saturday and cooking and doing all the things. And then I can probably visit you on that Saturday
I have to
and then drive
I
over to my sister's from your place because that'll be simpler.
we have to play it by ear because I have to
So
work and I got a feeling it's gonna be a long night Christmas Eve.
this is why it never happens. And I'm off on that Monday, but I plan on luxuriating and being by myself on Monday.
And I'm off that Monday too. So but we normally have plans during
Yeah.
Christmas. So
So
but
I'm gonna
we'll
drop the gift off
and what I do is
and buy some things that I shouldn't be buying.
Marcella said he's gonna be in Dallas on the 23rd and 24th to bring you your gift.
Hmm. The stalking laws in Texas. No, I'm just kidding.
um
I'm just kidding. I don't
um
know. Are you gonna feed me? I like food.
Radio said I'm not a skilled cook. I've been working so much, I don't get a chance to cook that much myself lately. Um, I did. What did I cook? Oh, last week I did cook on my day off. I did. No, I wasn't even off. Um, but I had taste for it. My wife had taste for some fish, so I had fried some fish and I fried some frog legs. And a lot of people don't eat frog leg. I love them.
I love frog legs. Listen, if you cook it right, I don't care what that animal is. It can be Fido down the street. The rule of thumb is if it don't have a name, it's fair game.
I actually thought about, because I was off today, and I actually thought about going and get some frog legs and put them on the grill just to try them out.
I don't think I've ever had grilled frog
I've
legs.
never had them
Fried,
either.
and I forgot no, I think it's always been fried.
I've always had them fried, but these frog legs,
No, I've had baked. I've had
I
baked.
never had them baked. I only had them fried. But these frog legs they're about this big around, look like drumsticks.
Right. See, that's how I ended up eating frog legs. I didn't know what they were. I thought they were wings. Like I was at freaking a casino buffet, and I was like, oh, chicken wings. And I was like, these are kind of weird shaped wings. So I'm just going to town, and I'm like, these are good. And then I realized, I'm like, wait a minute, they kind of got an extra little. I was like,
Joint
oh my
on
gosh,
them.
these are frog legs because they weren't gamey. They weren't gamey at all. Tastes like chicken for real.
Yeah, it's actually good. And
But
and
I've
I'm
also had some that were really gamey, and I was like, mm-mm.
now some of them are one of my coworkers, I guess, Sunday before last, I was out and about. I said, man, I'm over in your neighborhood. So I went by his house. We chopping it up. That means talking for the ones don't know. We chopping it
Mhm.
up. And he said, man, I got these frog legs in here. You want some? So he fried them up. And that was what inspired me to get some. I said, yeah. Fried them up. I said, shoot, these pretty good. Now,
I'm
taking.
requesting your seafood dressing. I may need to make some myself because I made some crawfish dressing for my niece, specifically for my niece, because you know what she wants, Princess Taylor gets. It's like, we created this monster. I just go with it. It's my fault, but I feel that in my old age, she will take care of me because she will remember that everything's going to be left to her. And I was the one. I took, that's my little schnookums, my little snickerdoodle.
What
But yeah, I made some for her, and then I saw a recipe for seafood dressing, and it reminded me of yours, and that was pretty darn good.
Oh, thank
Just
you.
saying,
The check is in the mail.
saying. Marcella's got it.
um, no, but it's seafood dressing is good, but depends on the seafood you put in there. It can be very expensive to make.
It is, and here's the thing, like, because I like a lot of things with crab in it, but it has to be real crab. I hate imitation crab. Like it's a weird taste, and I don't know if anybody tasted and the texture is not right. My tongue and batty sense, spidey sense, we know we need real. I will pay money for real crab. I don't care. It's either real or bust. I can't do imitation crab. I can't.
Well,
I
it depends.
cannot.
Hold on. It depends on how my bank account is lined up that week.
Yeah, and that's fine, but like usually I'll pick it out if I can.
No,
Now, to be fair, not all imitation crab tastes the same because there are some that's like it's edible,
yeah,
and I have no problems with it. Like if you go to like Kroger and get like the seafood or the crab dip or whatever it is, that's pretty good because it's got a lot of stuff in it and
yeah,
those
but
but it's dressing. And it
I
actually,
wouldn't
it's not
use
bad.
that.
It's not bad. I wouldn't eat it too much, like a couple of dips of the chip. I'm good. Any more than that, projectile. I can't be responsible for my body's reaction to it because my body knows it's fake.
Marcella said he going out there to see Mouse the Jerry.
Drink a margarita for me. Give me a bag of cotton candy. I like cotton candy.
You're gonna spend $30 for a bag of cotton candy and
No, it's
45
only
for a
like
margarita.
$4, I think. If
Oh, it
that.
is?
I don't think it's that much.
At the Cowboy Stadium?
Yeah, I don't think it's that
No.
much. It's not really. I mean, it's sugar and dye. I mean, like it should be just 50 cents, but it's like I want to say it's like $4 or $5, if that. It's not much. It's not like it's a lot of money, but it's not that much. Like I can literally go to Chuck E. Cheese and get a bag of cotton candy, but I don't.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
that's my weakness. Milton, that's my weakness. I love cotton candy, and I'm like a grown woman, and it's literally just sugar in a bag with colors. But
I,
I love cotton. That's my like. If I go to a carnival fair, I'm getting cotton candy.
my wife would do cotton candy. I just never been a fan of cotton candy. Never
It's
have
just
been.
sugar. That's all it is.
And so since I brought up Mouse the Jerry, what'd you think about that photo of him?
I mean, it was in like 1922. Like, what do you like? Everybody did it. Like, here's the
No,
thing.
everybody didn't do it.
Well, we were trying to get to the school, so we didn't do it. We were just trying to get in line. But I mean, because basically, what he do, he was just in a part of a mob keeping black people out of a school or something, or what was it? A school?
Yeah, it was a school in Arkansas where the photo showed him with other people that was trying to keep
Keep
them
it
from segregating the
segregated.
school. Yeah. And
But think about that time, like whether you believed in that practice or not, those were the times. We didn't have rights.
well,
And so
I
it's like at the end of the day, like he was a young kid and he may not have been like, say your family's a bunch of racists. You're gonna go with the flow with the family because that's your family.
yeah.
That's Bible. Whatever their beliefs are, that's Bible. A whole nation believed the same way they did. You know what I mean? We couldn't even set foot without guards being at the door to just get the same level of education as everyone else did. And so, yeah, there are people who are against it. There are people still against it. They're doing it with freaking immigration, and you see the same group of people. Does it mean they're necessarily racist? Like all of them? No, they may be just going with the flow of their family and their peers because that is what is expected of them. Fast forward many years later, you're integrated, you're going to school. Did he do anything after that? Did he show that he was racist in any way? Did he, no. Now he owns a
I,
team. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know this man. But I'm just saying, like, over time, like, there's growth, you learn, and there's a progression. Is he racist? I don't know. I don't know the man. But he's 911 years old now.
I won't.
He's got a
I
team full of mostly African American. Yeah, he's the owner of a bunch of black men. Not a good, selling point to my point. But
well,
I'm just saying, it's like, have the players complain that he's racist or treat them different in any way? I don't know because I don't know the man. But again, that was in 1910 during the First World War. I don't know.
well, I look at it like this, and I grew up as a Cowboy fan. I used to go to Redbird Mall back in the days when Butch Johnson, Drew Pearson, all of them was on there, Everson Wall, and they used to have pep rallies back then. And um, and the thing is, back when Colin Kaepernick was protesting, Jerry made the comment that said no Cowboy player would protest the flag. Well, first of all, the protest had nothing to do about the flag. It was nothing against the flag itself. You could tell a person that, and they still gonna believe what they want to believe. And Jerry made a point, said if any cowboy player protests the flag, they won't be a cowboy. And it happened. Um, one player, I think he held up a fist or whatever, and that following week he was cut. He was out of there. So to say have Jerry changed, I'm gonna say no
He's
because
a
he's
money man. He's a
he's a
money,
money man, but at the
and
same
he's like, you're
time,
an organization, you're whatever you like. I mean, that's like if I represent Mary Kay, I'm the face of Mary Kay for my region. Everything I do is, pink car, pink, whatever. I'm Mary Kay. I can't be freaking it up in my Mary Kay gear because I represent them and then muddy up their
exactly.
name. They're a part of a organization and they had a image to maintain. Like, and listen, to be fair, the Cowboys, it took them a minute to get their image clean because they were doing lines of coke on some hookers' bodies and listen, that's when we were winning. So, I mean, me personally, we should bring the cocaine back
It
because
was
we were
called
winning.
it was called the White House back then.
We were winning because they felt no pain. It was like their pinky was turned this way and they'd be like, let's go. They still out there running, running the field. But, it's like on one hand, yeah, I get it. Let's not, we're making money. We're getting investors from all walks of life who believe in different things. Stay neutral. I get it. However, as a person of color, I do understand that, when we protest, we're protesting our rights and doing all these things. But for some reason, when we protest for our rights and just for, uh, just to have equality, there's always something that muddies it up and they focus on the mud. Like my poker peers, they were like, the whole Kaepernick thing, they turned it into freaking 9/11, talking about, well, his woman is Middle Eastern and she influenced him and he can bomb and da da. Where did we get Middle East from? Like,
The
where
hell?
did they come from? But I couldn't argue and try to rationalize these thoughts. Like, where did you get this? Well, he's his girl. What does his girlfriend have to? I didn't even know he had one. You know what
Was
I
she
mean?
Middle
Like,
Eastern?
but they ran with it because she did something in her past and it stuck to him. So a lot of these things is like, sometimes it's just, I mean, I don't want to say it's just best to just be like, you know what, let's
Well,
just wait until like it's necessary for us to speak our mind. But at the end of the day, you're the people, what is it, America's team? They're America's team, and you gotta not create too many waves with too many Americans. So, and we all know what Jerry is. He is all about the money. He don't care about the politics. He don't care about your race. He wants money. So if you
well,
mess up his money, it doesn't matter what race, you out. Don't mess
well,
up my money.
see that's a problem that a lot of people have. Once you get a certain status, you allow that money to rule you.
Mhm.
But it does
And
not
that's
take
sad.
the fact of speaking what's right and what's wrong. You could tell anybody that had nothing to do with the flag. He was not protesting flag. Even though Colin Kaepernick, a soldier, told him it will get more respect if you kneel.
Mhm.
That's where that came from. It had nothing to do with the flag, but they want to make it about the flag instead of looking at the true issue that it is, the killing by the police for unarmed black folks, black and brown folks. That's the reason why the protest took place. And then Jerry had the fine opportunity to say, um, you know what? I understand now. The following season, Jerry said, well, we got to have, what do you say? Uh, we gotta take a look at things and have faith and stuff like that. Dude, you know what's right and what's wrong. And then on top of that, Jerry have never hired a black head coach either. And it been qualified head coach available, but Jerry refused to
But
do
he
it.
needs people. He doesn't want a leader. He doesn't want to hire a leader. He
He
wants
won't
somebody who's like this.
he want to go
That's
for it.
why, what was it, Garrett, what didn't work out, and the other dude, Jimmy,
Jimmy Johnson.
because they tried to do their thing for the betterment of the team. Jerry, again, is all about the money. And he wants control. And you can't do that with a black man. Be like, hey, I own you and I
Oh,
pay you
player.
money. You do what I say. And a black man is going to be out that job real quick.
Be like, now player going back up
But
that roof. I got this.
me personally, anybody in entertainment, sports, I don't want to hear your opinion about politics. You're here for my entertainment. I don't care what your stance is. You're here to entertain. In my mind, you're just this. You're entertainment. So, I mean, that's my opinion. Yes, your platform, you reach a lot of people and you can sway a lot of people. However, if you are on the other side of the fence, you can sway a lot of nuts. So I'd rather my entertainers and my sports people be neutral. That's my opinion. If you don't know anything about politics, I don't want to hear it. I don't.
Well, I
But
guess.
that's me. Like, I don't want to hear Herschel trying to be all political when you're not. You know nothing, Herschel.
With 84%,
And
84% reporting is 50.1 Senator Warnock and 49.9 Herschel. And they only less than 7,000 votes apart, which is crazy. I know.
Did you see? But anyway, sidebar. You see radios coming.
I'm getting to it. I'm trying, but you kept going. Now on radio, I don't have a stack of cash. I'm broke. They need to take our pay up. Marcella said my Eagles are playing. I hope the Eagles beat the brakes off the damn Cowboys. I said it. Yes, I did.
Did he stutter?
And Marcella said it's my gift to me. Hey, I'm not mad at you. Go for it. I just won't support them. Now, if I'm getting free tickets, I go, but shit, I ain't spending no money. Kids only do what they are taught to do. We got to give people the chance to change. Jaron had 90 some years to change, and allegedly 90 some
He
years.
changed for the green. He's all for the green. And we all know that's his position, and we all accept it. You can't expect anything more than that. And yes, he's had plastic surgery because he went from a Caucasian to an Asian.
And he can't have any more plastic surgery.
He went from Caucasian to an Asian to a lizard. He's the gecko. I'm the gecko, yo. It's going to be the Geico commercials.
He cannot have any more plastic surgery. He don't have no skin.
He ain't got enough skin.
No skin left at all.
He is transparent.
And my thing is, I think if people start to look at things the way they are and speak the truth about it, we will be in a much better place. But unfortunately, I don't think
we need to have the truth
ever
available
happen.
because people go by what their great grandpappy said 3, generations back, and they just think it's the gospel. Like, it is what it is. Like, they are not open to learning and experiencing people and new cultures and things. It's just like, it is what it is. It's America, but America is a melting pot of different cultures. So what are you trying to say? Like, it's a melting pot of all these cultures and religions and views and all these beautiful colors and shades, but when you spout it, you want separation and segregation. That's not what America is. So it's like a oxymoron. And so when I hear you, America, which America? What are you talking about? Like I that's not what America is. You're talking about something else. I think we need to get definitions correct and terminologies.
And I think what we're going through down on the border in Texas is because of the lie that America have told for so many years. The land of the free,
Home of the brave.
home of the brave.
Even
Now,
though most of the politicians' sons don't go to the army because they have, what is it, bone spurs and
I'm just saying, it's not land of the free. Because if that's the case, slavery never would have happened. A lot of the bombings that
segregation would
happen,
never happen. Keeping women in their place wouldn't have happened.
a lot of the bombings that happen in these thriving black cities never would have happened.
Let us be and let us grow and build our economy because we are at least owed that. And we owe that reparation. We need to run us our money, bitches.
now,
Like,
now,
but they're afraid to do that because we would build new economy, build new communities, and probably I say 30% of us will leave to other countries with their white counterparts or on their arm to other countries because we're just mixed up bunch of people. But that's just
exactly. Now, hold on. I've seen this um, um, on one of social media that there's a black-owned shoe company that a lot of people are starting to buy, but Nike is losing money. So Nike is suing this black-owned company. Now the thing is, here it is. This came out November the 14th. Odell Beckham Jr. filed a lawsuit against Nike. They dropped Kyrie Irving, Brooklyn Nets player, after he posted uh, a movie that he seen or a documentary or something, and he apologized. Why you got to apologize for your freedom of speech? Something that you believe in. And Nike dropped his contract. So why would we why would you want to support them? I know for me, yeah, I have a couple of pairs of Nikes that I've been having for years. Just so happened I found them because I have wide feet. Nike is not made for me, so I don't wear them. But at the same time, you're trying to go after these small companies because now black folks are supporting these small companies, and that's telling your business that all these years you've been making all this money, that you getting these shoes made over in another country very cheap and coming back and selling them very high here for a nice
this
profit.
is what I can't stand. Like we're all for American pride, all of this, and bringing jobs back, but you're cutting corners and going overseas because you
To
want to
these
pay
sweatshops.
employees $2 an hour, if that.
No, that's what it costs to make the shoes over there.
Well, no,
They
no, like over there, they're making like $2 an hour in certain parts, depending on where you are in the world. Because we have a bunch of because I work for an Indian company, and they don't make a lot of money. They don't make a lot of money. So it's just like you speak all this about American pride and bringing jobs back and this and that, and we don't need immigrants over here, but you got immigrants doing your products, making your clothes and harvesting your food. Like, come on now. Bring it back to America. Let's be independent like we used to be and stop relying on these, you know, other countries for our resources. Like, we have this whole vast land where we can grow things, and then they're taking away, what is it, female trees? And just have male trees because they don't want anybody growing their own fruit and harvesting their own crops. Like, that's stupid. Like, we do the dumbest things. You know what? They all need to just go up into space, go to Mars, because I heard Mars was about to have a super volcano erupt real soon, and I'm gonna have like get a bond with the nerds, and we're gonna have a plasma gun, so that if they try to come back and cross our earthly borders, they get zapped and stay in the space. Sorry, you want to leave, you go. Bye. I'm sorry, I
And
just went way left with that, but you know.
well, update time. The race is 50-50 now. Herschel's leading by
How?
al-
Well, no, I'm not even gonna say
almost
how.
200 votes.
I'm not even
Almost
gonna say
two,
how
almost 2,000 votes.
because
I'm
he's
sorry.
this. This is him.
Almost
So,
2,000 votes. Herschel's leading, but
so
it's
that does. You know
50-50.
what? Herschel is going to win. He's gonna win. Cheeto won. He's gonna win because he's easy to manipulate. He will play the game.
He's a
And
puppet.
he's too stupid enough. Right? He's this. He like they literally, and he, you know, like he doesn't even need speaking role. He's gonna do whatever they say. Yes, sir, massa. Okay, yes, massa. I'm validated, massa.
And he
And
talked.
then the damage is going to be done. He's going to do something outrageous, and is it's just sad. It's pathetic.
And the thing is, the comment he made the other day about a coon.
Was he looking at the man in the mirror? Oh, my
He
bad.
said he said he'll be a coon. They could call him a coon. He's a coon because a coon is the smartest animal in the world.
No,
A
it isn't.
coon. That hey, I'm going by with what he said. That was his
It is
opinion.
the octopus,
That was his opinion.
and
That's
he
what
don't look like no octopus to me. No, I'm just kidding. I
he
don't know.
might look like the end
But
of
I
it,
sounded
but
confident though, didn't I?
yeah, that's what him said. Him said,
But him can't speak in complete sentences.
I'm just going by with what the man
No,
said.
it sounds like, remember Living Color, and they had like the men in prison, and they were like educated, and they were like the vernacular of the correspondence and the clitoris. I mean, correction, the chloroform. That's him.
See, see, you open up a can of worms because right now,
I
I
do.
know radio fingers are just hurting right about now. He typing away. He'll get rid of all the bad air and bring in the good air. But then he said he'll appoint a government institution to watch men who watch women online.
Well, most of them like to watch men online, but you know, I'm not gonna air
We,
out their
we,
dirty laundry.
we, that's their business.
Like they will always like, oh, we don't like black women, but you got a lot of copper looking babies over there, little coppery beige babies. Oh, we don't like gay men, but you sure did take it up the tuchus with Jamie over there. It like, boy, bye. Like have several seats.
That's kind of like we done this story before about legalizing marijuana. The reason why it's not legalized in America
Mm-hmm.
because they made up the story that if they women start to smoke marijuana, it made them want to sleep with black men's. So they
They
made it
already doing
illegal.
that. Look at the Kardashians. Ain't nobody in that family except for Courtney's the only one with white. No, Courtney. Yeah, Courtney is the only one with white children. Like for real, she is the only one. Everybody else got NBA babies and rapper babies.
Exactly. Um,
Like, and then they stopped like doing these changes with these abortion bills to have more white babies. No, Kimberly is having some, Jamal's baby. So surprise! It's like that scene from what was it? Life. Who's chocolated, baby? Who's the pappy of this chocolated baby?
I'm that pappy baby.
Pappy.
I'm that baby pappy boss.
Like that's what it is.
So you start talking about folks, and my mic just get all choppy up.
I know. How's my sound? Because I actually detached from my mic, and I'm
You sound
using
good.
the computer sound system. Hold on, let me see. Queen Elizabeth. Any static? No static. Okay. Donald Trump said that he likes. Okay.
Yeah. Boy, I miss coming out here because we don't get a chance to. Miss Risk and I, we used to talk at least every week, but now it's like we go a while, be like, look.
And then I'm looking for a second job because, like, I didn't cut as many corners as I can get, but I could. But listen, I have a lifestyle, and Amazon and I have an unnatural relationship in Total Wines. Like, I can't afford these luxuries. I have money to live and survive and have a roof under my head, and then my rent's going up.
Oh God.
I need a sugar daddy. Like, I almost had a sugar daddy, but I didn't like the sugar daddy that presented himself. So I'm just going to be poor for the rest of my life.
Hey,
like I say, I don't care. And he wasn't ugly. He wasn't ugly, but like he was very, and I was like, no, he going to want to do stuff.
He had the little blue pill on deck.
No, he's not that old. He wasn't that old. So that's another thing. So I was just like, so he's in his and I was like, why are you touching me?
Okay, so Senator Warnock is still 50-50, but they're less than 1,000 votes apart from each other.
Oh, I wanted to bring up the Shanquella Robinson thing.
Yes, that was some. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you.
So basically, I'm sure you all know the story about this girl Shanquella who went on a trip to Mexico with her 6 friends. She basically paid for everything. She's a businesswoman.
Hold on, Risky. Hold on. See, and that's one of those stories you start talking about, you start breaking up.
Am I breaking up now? For real? Oh, it's a conspiracy.
You start talking about certain stories and you start breaking up.
It is. Like, oh my gosh, that's crazy, doodle. So she went to Mexico, and pretty much, in my opinion, they agreed to go with her in the hopes to killing her, and without getting any blood on their hands, so to speak. Like, they thought they could go to Mexico, kill her, come back home, and I don't know what happened, and Mexico wasn't going to do anything. So as of this story came out 5 hours ago. An arrest warrant, and this has been a minute. So the arrest warrant has been issued for a suspect in the death of Shanquella Robinson. But it's been nearly 2 weeks since the news broke out, or since the news of the warrant broke out, but no confirmation of an arrest. From the stories I've read, they've only arrested the one girl. I forgot her name.
The one that she was fighting with in the video.
Yeah, I lost her name. So anyway, the girl who is visibly on camera fighting her. They don't know if she's landed the fatal blow, break it. Like, she was literally internally, I guess they call it internally
Decapitated.
decapitated. So her neck was separated. Her vertebrae was separated internally, like without slicing it open, and then her back was broken. They stated that another girl had issued the fatal blow, but there's more to the video. Somebody got that video and they know it because all of them were in the room in attendance. And
Okay, I couldn't hear that part because you breaking up real bad. It sounded like you're talking in a can. I don't know.
I am in a
I
can.
think you mentioned I
So
think you mentioned too many names at one time.
just the one, the one girl, because I can't find the name for some reason. So basically, only one arrest warrant has been issued. Word on the street, the others are kind of on the way, or they haven't issued a warrant for them yet. But the one girl has been extradited to Mexico. I'm trying to do a scan to find her name because I had it and I lost it because I have like 4 pages up. I want to say her name was something Jackson.
Let me see.
Give me a quick minute. Deja Jackson. So it's
Yes.
Deja Jackson. I knew it was a Jackson, if you ask me. So they now for a minute Mexico. Oh, so here's another thing. So I wish we had been on when this happened because now it's just popping in my brain. So there was a lot of mixed stories as to what happened, and doctors being called into the room talking about they tried to give her IVs and resuscitate her. They lied. The housekeeper and the doctor lied. None of that happened.
Wait a minute, the doctor
That's
lied?
because everybody's like, wait a minute, I thought they left. And then the housekeeper found her. And then all of a sudden they talk about, no, we called the doctor to come and check on her because she was like, drunk and da-da-da. And they tried to administer IVs and resuscitate her. That was all a lie. That came out. That is actually a lie. And they actually went back and talked to the housekeeper, and she was like, no. She was just there, lifeless. And when the coroner did his thing, he was like, yeah, she was murdered. I'm trying to read it. Let's see. Now, the U.S. gave the green light for the Mexican authorities to do what they need to do to go after them and to what do you call it? Extradite them to
Yeah, they expedite them back to Mexico.
And face charges. And again, word on the street, Mexico is not the place you want to be in prison because it's harsh. And femicide, which is what they're going after initially because it's the murder of a woman based on her sex or because she's a woman. That carries a sentence of 12 years. But the caveat is if you die of suffocation or asphyxiation in some way, that tacks on more years. So this girl Jackson is looking at minimum 20 years for those two things. Because, if you die of suffocation, you met that, and there's no, because her neck was severed, she couldn't breathe. And so there's, in the video, there was a doctor stating that in the video she's kind of slunched over because her neck is severed and she can't breathe or move. And that was when she was dying. And not that a second girl came and body slammed her and broke her neck. But they're all involved. They were all a part of it. They filmed it. They packed her stuff left her in the room, went to her mama's house, and was like, "Oh, they're all involved and need to be held responsible. Mexico needs to go get all of them, and they need to face the penalty, no matter how."
Well, I'm gonna sum it up real quick. Basically, everybody who is your friend, who you call a friend, is not your friend, because these are some people that plotted to do this. Now, the thing is, one video I seen.
Was her friend of what, 5 years? Like they were all college friends, and one of them, the guy, was her friend of 5 years, so she knew him more, and he's the one talking about fighter. Who's not?
And almost now, goddamn, now my microphone doing it. Almost 30,000 ahead right now, radio, with 92% reporting. Now, the thing is, in one video I seen where Shaquela came into the room and she was saying, "It don't take y'all that long to get naked. Y'all better be naked when I get there, come into the room, everybody's standing around talking. She's the only one naked." Now, the guy that was doing the filming,
just to say naked, it meant in bathing suits, because in wherever they're from, when you get naked and take off all your clothes, they were getting comfortable and getting ready to go swimming. It wasn't literally naked. That's what, you know.
Yeah, but
now, but when she was fought, she was naked in the video because she was just woke up. Like they literally went into her room, and you could see one side of the bed was like, you know, messed up and not the other side, because she was sleeping and she sleeps in the nude. So they accosted her in her room when she was resting, butt ass naked, men, women, trying to fight this girl who's vulnerable. Where they do that at? Like that don't make you look cool and big and bad.
And well, the biggest thing about it, you call yourself a friend, and this is what how you treat a friend. I hate to see how you treat your enemies.
Like,
and
listen,
then
let's
you
go
go to the
if you
parents'
wanna
house
be
and
vicious, be like vicious with your enemies. Let's do it. We are Sparta, but don't be all Sparta on me.
exactly.
What's with
Okay.
the Hard Eyes radio?
Warnock,
I miss some.
breaking news. Warnock, they have claimed that Warnock have won with 93% voting in, and they have given him the check mark. And this is what I'm looking at. This is on Google. They just gave him the check mark. So if that's
So my mom also confirmed Warnock won.
that's good, because we don't need that that son of a bitch up in office. So hey,
I was like,
I'm
because
glad
I was
he
just like,
won.
listen, I'm going to be Mexican anymore. Like I got a couple of dollars, I can live like, you know, more than a peasant. I'm doing Duolingo, trying to perfect my Espanol, you know. So
Now I don't know who radio is looking at. He's in
yeah, that
Canada.
was confusing. I don't know what the
Because
googly
he
eyes
was getting
are.
numbers that I wasn't getting. I'm like, hold on. But see, that's why I can't fool with him. You have to live with the bad air for a while longer. Well, congratulations, Reverend Senator Warnock, for your win. Georgia, for the ones that got out and vote. Thank y'all, because we didn't need another fool in office.
Like I'm tired of non-political people in office. Stop.
Exactly.
Like,
If he would have got in, I was throwing my hat in the race next. Because if he can get in, I know I can get in.
Everybody on three. Jumanji on three. 1, 2, 3. Jumanji.
I would have ran for president in 2024, and Miss Risky would have been my vice president, or vice versa.
I mean, but at least, I mean, I can do the financial parts and figure things out. I'm good with puzzles and solving things. So at least I have some skills. I mean, that's more than most, just saying.
E- Exactly. Well, congratulations, Senator Warnock, for winning again, because we did not need that fool up in there. Um, but as for Shaquilla Robinson, what they've done, and I was keeping up with the story um, while I could, and I apologize because when I tell you it's been rough, we had a show lined up that Saturday, and unfortunately, uh, Risky. I called her. I think she said she was sleeping. I was half asleep. So,
Well, you were like partying like a rock star. I was like, I didn't have no time, and I just did what my body said.
well,
Sleep.
that was a
And no,
couple of weeks ago.
yeah,
We was gonna do it, and we
because
were
it's
just
like I just saw your text. It's like I just got back from the movies at 10. Boy, I am done for the night at 10.
you know what, my bedtime consists. This is what my schedule been like. I come home from work. I may get home between. Well, first of all, I get up somewhere between 4:30 and 5 in the morning. Make it to work sometime between 6 and 7:30 in the morning. I don't get off till about 8 to 9 o'clock, sometime a little bit later. And then have to drive home.
Mhm.
I drive home. If I don't come in and take a shower as soon as I get in, I'll be at the dinner table falling asleep while I'm trying to eat. Then I got to do it all over again the next morning.
Because I was like, listen, Kurt, we got to do something before the end of the year. Because we can't have them thinking we forgot all about them. Like
Exactly.
let's do at least one, and then figure it out later, and try to squeeze another one in. I don't know.
Yeah. And actually, if your schedule is free next Wednesday, I'm off Wednesday.
I'm off every Wednesday until the end of the year.
Okay. Well, we could do
Because I had
Wednesday.
like, listen, I had because we only carry over 40 hours this year because they haven't said that we carry over everything. I didn't want to lose any days. I'm still going to
Yeah,
lose
you
one day,
shouldn't.
but I'm not going to lose four. So my boss was like, "You're not that busy on Wednesdays. Wednesday it is." Okay. So every Wednesday, except the
What
28th, I'll be at work on the 28th because it's a short payroll week for us because we're off that Monday because that's our Christmas.
well, it's next Wednesday we will come back on. Not unless they decide to tell me I need to work.
Listen, Tuesday or Wednesday, you
No,
know.
because by the
Yeah.
time I get home, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, we could
I'm
try to squeeze in a weekend. I have no plans for the weekend because I got to
well,
recuperate partying like a rock star.
Sundays is pretty much the only day I have free on the weekend.
I hate doing shit on Sundays.
Not unless it's my long weekend.
Right. Well, I mean, listen, I make since I don't have anything to watch on Sundays. Like
Motherfucker,
all my
you
shows are over, so I could. You know what? I will squeeze in one Sunday,
I'm trying to see when is my next long
but we got to
weekend.
figure out which Sunday because you know.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
did you save a lot of money with Geico?
My long weekend is New Year's Eve weekend.
Okay.
I might do like you,
What?
party like a rock star.
Listen, Linda,
You know
because
what? And
because
I
it's
still
like,
be in bed by 8:30 and 9 o'clock.
well, unless my friend calls me over, because usually, like, because she'll invite me over for New Year's, and I'll, do my thing and then come home. Because it's on the 30th, which is Saturday, perfect, and then Sunday I can sleep in. I got hiccups now.
No, I thought what there was a
We're
plane
off
flying by.
at work on the 30th because that's our holiday. But I'm gonna be at work, and by work I mean I'm gonna be working from home doing payrolls that Monday. So I got Sunday to recuperate,
God dog. That's my long weekend, but 9 times out of
and
10, they
then the
probably
24th. I mean the 25th is Christmas. So what day are we in? We're in the 8th.
it's the
We're the
6th.
6th. I mean, like if you can't do next Wednesday or whatever, try for
I
that.
could do Wednesday. I'll be off. I will be off.
All right.
Yeah, we could
But we
do
can't be
Wednesday.
like 5 hours on because you're not gonna go to work the next day.
I do too.
All right. So
Yeah, 4:30 come early.
all right, so we'll try for that to see what happens. We'll give you a few more shows before, and then map out a plan for the next year.
See, I did not see the radio comment and break out the mad dog.
I know
You
he's
know,
so 1990s.
I I I had lunch with my former bartender, and my wife was like, "Yeah, when you meet up with her, make sure you get that Hennessy margarita recipe."
That don't
Yeah,
even sound. You probably find it online.
oh, it's good. She gave it to me. I came home. I went to the liquor store. You know, I've been banned from going to the liquor store by myself.
Well, I mean,
And what
Total
was
Wines is like Disney. I mean, not Disney, but like Toys R Us for adults. It's amazing.
well, I didn't go there, but I end up we me and her met for lunch at a restaurant. Then I went to a liquor store in that same parking lot. This how jacked up it was. I get home that night and I'm going through the pay look at my credit card statement, and I jump up out the bed. I'm like, I know that son of a did not charge me $200 and something for that lunch we had. And I'm looking, I'm doing research because it was the same address at a restaurant. And then I hit on it and I seen where it was the liquor store. And I was like, my wife said, you was hot because you jumped up out of bed like what's going on? I'm like, I'm about to call the credit card company and tell them, look, that's fraud. I didn't tip that guy that much. Um, but it was the liquor store. So the next day I ended
That'll
up
do
making
it.
some huh?
I said that'll do it.
Yeah. I ended up making some Hennessy margarita. And the first one I made, it was kind of strong. It was strong. So I made another one.
Misty. However, Papados and that what was it? The Dirty Dirty and the category. What is it? Category 4 with the Hennessy. All you need is one, and you're like, forget roofies. All you need is one of them drinks fully, and you're just like, I can't feel my body.
I think what I'm gonna do with her and my wife and I, we talked about it before. What we may end up doing if we decide to have something at the house, if everybody have the COVID test and test negative, come to the house, have a small get together, and I'm gonna
Ain't nobody doing that.
have her be the bartender because she makes some of the best Hennessy margaritas around. Yeah, I'm talking about good. Um, she need to
Is she
come out
gonna
of
be
retirement.
at work this weekend or
Who?
tomorrow? Actually,
Who?
your wife, is she gonna be at work tomorrow? Because
What's
I
tomorrow?
may be able to drop
Yeah,
off a gift there. It's y'all's gift.
yes,
It's a combination.
yeah, she'll be there tomorrow.
I may visit and drop off y'all's gifts.
Well, I tell her to take yours with her, and I think you'll like what
I
I
gotta
got
figure
you.
out what I did with it. It's somewhere over here.
Uh
I have
oh.
like gifts and bags like in water bottles. I haven't moved them because I like to wipe them down first before I move them to their permanent spots.
Yeah.
That's just me. I don't know. Like, well, I mean, it's been a couple of years now. We're COVID. So yeah, I have no place to kind of work out on the floor. I have to either work out on the bike or move some packages.
Hmm.
Trying to stay fine, y'all.
And I don't know if you could tell by my shoulders where I've lost a lot of weight. Um,
Everybody trying to get their fine on, be fine in 40.
hey, I'm gonna tell you now. Come March, I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna be on the show with no shirt on and my speedos.
Please don't. Nobody wants to see taco meat. We're all vegans. We're vegans.
No, but I actually got on the scale this morning, and I was now take it back in May. I was almost 350. Got on the scale this morning. I was down to two. It kept going between 289 and 290.
Oh my gosh, that's the same weight I am.
That's your breeze.
And
I get.
I'm gonna take these out. I don't know if I'm gonna take these out tomorrow or this weekend. Like I planned on taking them out Sunday, but hangovers. Hangovers when you're old is not fun.
Sure not. Radio, I get mine special made. I just take 3 pairs of shoestring, tie them together.
What do they call those, banana hammocks? They're literally banana hammocks.
No, but I feel good. I feel great. So I actually feel good. I like this. Now, what I'm not gonna like is when I gotta go shopping again.
Oh my gosh, shopping is so annoying. Said no woman ever.
I'm like, look, I have some clothes I haven't worn in a while. That I haven't worn that I never worn before because they was too small on me. But now they too big. So I'm like, hey.
I know. I feel good. My goal is to fit one side of my closet of clothes because there's a pair of white jeans I wore at one time, and when I came back from the cruise, I couldn't fit them ever again. I'm destined to wear those pants because they fit right up on the hip. Oh, I love those jeans. I love them. And they're not like, this is before the stretched pants. Like, so it is what it is. Whatever, if it's a 28 waist, you need to be a 28 to fit them. And I am just like right now, I'm just kind of relaxed because it's the holidays, but I'm still like 30 pounds down. So I am happy with that. And, I showed my belly on the cruise. I was happy and, gained 5 pounds, but it's the holidays. I'm going to lose it and try to get to my goal weight.
I actually done good during Thanksgiving. I eat 1 plate. I've cut back on sweets. I did eat a piece of red velvet. It's one whoever made the popular cakes. It was good, but it wasn't as rich as I thought it was. The cream was a little bit sweeter than what I want, so I didn't eat the cream off of it. But I cut back on a lot of things. Sodas is one thing that you can stop to help you lose weight. I do drink a lot of water, and also lemonade is good.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you, I discovered last week in Racetrack, we are looking for sponsors. I went to Racetrack and I said, okay, I don't want a soda, but I'm gonna get some lemonade at the fountain. You talking about some of that lemonade to make your eyes start jumping? I'm like, ooh, this is good. So I went back the next day, and then the third day they was out. I was like, yeah, I don't have.
Doesn't that make you mad when you find like your spot? And it's like, oh my gosh, where has this been all my life? And you go back and it's like, oh, we're out of it. I will blow up this whole place.
But y'all don't have no, y'all ain't got no more lemonade. The woman looked at me crazy when in the back she changed it. I said, okay, because how that Snicker commercials, how about to have a fit?
I had the worst lemonade at one of my favorite spots.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh. Listen, I swear they made it from toilet water. I swear to
Oh,
God. I almost wrote a bad review, but I forgot because I got busy. So one of my favorite taco places, not Taco Bell,
oh.
Taco Cabana. The one in Louisville is hit or miss. It's real ghetto, but I love it because it's right there, and I love my shredded chicken tacos. It's the best thing in the world. So I go there, and the first thing he says when I got my combo, "Oh, we ain't got no soda. It ain't working, but we got lemonade or tea." Now I don't like everybody's tea because it's either too sweet
All right,
or it
so
tastes like watered down leaves. It's no in between, and I like the in between. And so I was like, all right, I'll get lemonade because, push come to shove. I can throw either some sugar in it or I could put water in it to dilute it or some vodka. I'm good. I'm in the car,
I'll take vodka.
driving off. I take a sip. And if I wasn't in my car, I would have spit it all the way out. It
Oh
tasted
Lord.
like there was hardly any sugar. It tastes like watered down toilet water. And I was like, is this what toilet wine is supposed to taste like without the kick to it? Because I was like suspicious, like to the point where I opened up the lid to look up at it, like,
Make
what
sure the
is
toilet bowl
yellow? But
man
I
wasn't
don't know
floating
if it's
around.
yellow because it's lemons or urine because that tastes like toilet water.
I'm finna say they probably gave you some sugar, Avery.
Taco Cabana in Louisville.
Yeah, that's not good. You know, a lot of these food places, and I hate the fact that I cannot go and then try to enjoy a meal because a lot of these food places have gone down. Some of the
Because
most
they don't have any
popular
people.
ones,
Because
and
people are all about their mental health now. So they're not taking these abusive, poor paying jobs anymore.
oh, I did something I haven't done in a long. I think it was the beginning of this year. I stopped by Wendy's one morning to get a breakfast sandwich. The bacon was half done. The food was cold. It couldn't even, they put two slices of cheese together on there and it wasn't even melted. So I know. So last week, I end up um, stopping by Wendy's just to grab me a snack. And I could have swore that burger had a sunburn. I was like, I can't eat this. I said no. So I'm picky about where I go. But it's been a wonderful night tonight.
Yep, it has. Catching up
And
with our peeps, our regulars.
radio,
I know, like
uh,
everybody, the whole gang was
Marcellus.
here. Except all
Exactly.
aboard. All aboard is the only one that was missing.
I need to check on her. And I appreciate for the ones that have texted me um during our absence, checking up on me. I appreciate it. Um, I'm like, hey, we're trying to come back. It's just my work schedule. I know the beginning of the year I should have more free time, but we'll see how it goes. Um, but if you want to support uh, Miss Risky, definitely go to www.feetlovers only.com/profile/risky.
Yeah, I'm serious about these
RSKE.
feet pics.
Um,
Pictures, and I will sell some socks. Because I was like, listen, yeah, I can buy some more socks and wear them whenever you want. If you want a video of me wiggling my toes, I can do that.
Radio said it's freezing up there. I've seen that because I seen a video of Seattle. In Seattle, I was like, that's Seattle? All that snow up there? I was like, okay.
Wonder there was another area that was covered with snow um, up north. I was like, oh. We ain't got none. We don't know what weather we're or season we're in. We don't. But it's
Don't
Texas.
know. Because I know here in Texas, one day, literally in a week, one day it'll be cold. That afternoon, it'll be hot.
70.
The next morning, it's cold again. Then it's raining. Then it's cold again at night.
And then we
Just,
wake up one morning, it's still gonna have we're gonna have snow because that happened one time. It was like summer the whole time, and then all of a sudden, I think we have a blizzard.
well,
Where did it come from?
we had snow up near the Red River last week.
Mhm.
And
Oh, Oklahoma snowed.
yeah, last week. The little towns, Sherman and all of that got a little
Yeah,
bit. And
that's what it was. Yeah,
then was it last weekend or a couple of weeks ago? It may have been last Sunday for last. It was fleeting here. It's fleeted a little bit, but I was like, you know what? We don't know what to expect. We
I know.
really
I
don't.
think we won't see any of the major. Like, I won't be burning firewood until probably January,
Mm, yeah,
and I'm
when
waiting because I bought 2 bundles, and then I have some Duraflames in the trunk and then some from last year. I'm
oh
ready
yeah, home.
and burning all my, because I don't have a shredder. I just save it up and put it by my fireplace. And anything with my personal information, I like to burn in the fire because I'm a pyromaniac.
Mm.
So mental note, burn everything.
Yeah, so in January, when your buddy decided to start doing rolling blackouts again, since he
I know.
didn't do it this year,
I got a
to
cast iron skillet. I'm ready. I can cook out the fireplace,
but hey,
make my ramen noodles. All
well,
I
they
need is
say,
to boil some water. That's it.
hey,
I can sustain myself on noodles.
long as I have a grill, I'm good. I
I
will fire
know.
that
We
grill
should
up
really
in a
get one,
heartbeat.
but
Um, I'm trying to get rid of my big grill. I'm trying to get rid of it. So, but that's a whole nother story. So be looking at it if y'all see it on my page. I'm trying to get rid of. Look, don't be sending me message talking about $200 or $300. No. This grill holds 16 flaps of ribs at one time. So you do the math. Um, but other than that, Miss Risky, let the folks know where they can find you at.
I'm in these streets, trying to relive my youth. But you can find me online at RSKEE on Instagram, TikTok. Follow me. I'm doing more content and videos. I did one recently, hilarious in my opinion. And my boss she just shook her head. But you can send me an email, rskee@yahoo.com, if you want me to talk about a story or if you want to just say, hey, Risky Books, $ Risky Books. You can send me stuff if you're feeling generous for Christmas so I can keep up my wine collection. And rskee.com. So
And don't forget about the Cash App is $Risky Books with S. And then don't forget about going to support her. Support her. You may not like feats like that, but you may know somebody who like feats.
yeah, you may know
So,
somebody. I
you
need a
know, hey,
benefactor.
exactly. So hook my sister up.
If you know
Uh,
somebody who needs to come to this country, I'm willing to listen at this point. I'm at, what can you do for me? This is what I need.
allegedly,
We can have an
allegedly,
arrangement. We're taking it back old school.
allegedly.
No, I'm
But
serious. I'm at that. Serious.
Marcel is trying to get to Texas, but we're gonna leave that alone.
But he's
Uh,
no. I need somebody who can give me like a large sum of cash, and we can have an arrangement because I need to
well,
get myself together.
he said he will work 6 jobs for you.
He ain't got no time for me. That's what that means.
That's okay.
He all about
Do
his
you
jobs.
do you want the time or the
Anyway,
money?
so
Huh?
anyway,
But also, You can send me a message. I will eventually read it and respond back. Uh, oh, I put the wrong one up.
No, you
My
didn't.
bad. um, but also, Christmas time. And hey, be a blessing to the show, and we'll pass the blessing. I will pass the blessing out. Because you said Miss Risky.
What you trying to say?
she your rent going up next month.
Listen, Linda. Anybody
So
from India need a green card? Because I want my Bollywood wedding. I'm serious.
oh man. Now if I had your cash app, I'll put it on there too. He said I have to replace my heat and hot water system. That's expensive. If I had your cash app, I'll put it on there because we can get folks to donate to
I
you
help
too.
each other out. We're a family.
Exactly, because they're gonna cost money in this winter time too. So they triple their price
Well,
when
they've
it's
been in
cold.
wintertime. What are you talking about? They've been in winter.
Exactly. They're gonna charge you a arm, a leg, and your first and third child. Um, but definitely,
That's why I don't have any children. They're gone.
um, but you can always go back on our social media and watch the videos. I don't know what's going on with Twitter. Not sure how long we're gonna be broadcasting on there, but I'm getting tired of getting the messages of the naked women sending me stuff off of Twitter.
Every day, all day, every day.
I thought it was just me until I talked to somebody. They said, "Oh
No,
yeah, I get them too."
every page. I was like, I don't even subscribe to you. You open it up
Exactly.
and it's just, oh, that's a vagina.
And they keep putting me in some type of group chat. I don't even know you. My finger is sore for blocking them. I'm like, look,
I just don't go on that page anymore. So anyway,
yeah. At first, I went down a rabbit hole. I said, I can't have this stuff going on. Black, block them. So, but definitely, okay. Well, until next Wednesday, we should be back next Wednesday. That's our plan. Um, so until then, we love each and every one of you. So peace. Once again, congratulations, Senator Warnock. Thank you, and the voters of Georgia. We're out.